What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets radio. The Jets wrapped up their preseason with a tie. They tied the Eagles. The game started out weird with crazy weather where we thought the starters were going to play, and then it ended with a crazy scenario where James Morgan completed a Hail Mary to Kenny Yeboah. So let's go through some notes that I have, I guess, and we'll just go from there. First off, the quarterbacks. Josh Johnson finally played. I thought he did very well for a veteran quarterback. Excellent command of the offense, rolled around the pocket, threw a couple of strikes, a gorgeous touchdown pass to Lawrence Cager. To me, honestly, everybody kind of wrote him off and said, oh, he's not that big of a deal. To me, that should be your backup quarterback. I don't think Mike White or James Morgan have done enough to warrant being your backup quarterbacks. I think you could probably stash, if you want to stash one of them on the practice squad, go for it. But I think at this point, I keep Josh Johnson as the backup. I mean, you got to give your team the best chance to win if Zach Wilson goes down or he struggles or whatever, especially with all these COVID outbreaks going around. Like you see what's going on with Tennessee and Tannehill. If you have your quarterback that's out 5 to 10 days, I would have Josh Johnson play. So starting there, then you go to running backs, and running backs is very interesting now. Ty Johnson, to me, I think is the best running back on the roster. He should be your running back one. Physical, explosive, excellent touchdown. But the story for me was Josh Adams, who hasn't really played. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I'm a Notre Dame fan, but I always liked Josh Adams. And tonight he showed, explosiveness, quickness, some nice cutback runs, an excellent effort at the end of the game to get a 2-point conversion to tie the game. And you compare him to, what else do you have? You have Tevin Coleman and Michael Pirine. I mean, it's an interesting choice of who you're going to keep of all these four guys. Obviously, Michael Carter is an explosive guy who's going to add another element to the offense. Tevin Coleman is your wily veteran. But if you're only going to keep four, I think Josh Adams made a very good case here to say, okay, listen, how close is he to Michael Pirine? I think he's probably a little bit more explosive. Could be a little more physical, too. So does the fact that Joe Douglas drafted Pirine have any say in this? I'm not sure, but something to keep an eye on. But the one good thing is the Jets' running back room is very good. In terms of wide receivers, all the starters didn't play. It's unfortunate Denzel Mims has been out the last 2 weeks. I mean, it's unfortunate to see him not getting the reps that he desperately needs, but he didn't play. I think the one guy that's really catching my eye a lot more is Jeff Smith. He's been given opportunities. He's ridiculously fast, very quick. They've been doing a lot of running. They've been getting the ball into his hands. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. A lot of running plays, a lot of end arounds, and then he's very quick, and he's also good vertically. So he's putting a lot of pressure on the Jets to see what you want to do. Obviously Berrios is a returner, but Smith is making a case for himself. So they're going the best athlete and the best player. He may be in the mix because the tight end position is an absolute mess. Chris Herndon didn't do anything tonight other than a penalty. Daniel Brown had a nice catch. He fumbled. Then Kenny Yeboah came on with, he had a couple big catches, including a Hail Mary catch. But I think his overall product in training camp hasn't been that good. This maybe gave him a case to make the practice squad or anything like that. I don't think he can make the final roster. Wesco, did a little things in the blocking, but he really has been kind of nondescript. The Jets always speak very highly of him. What that means, I really don't know. The offensive line, looks like Morgan Moses wrapped up the right tackle. With Becton out, Fant went to left tackle, which got experience there, which is good. Other than that, the offensive line, the Jets ran the ball very well, which was good. A couple of plays where Dan Feeney was in, he didn't look all that great. But it's really hard to kind of pinpoint all these different things. But the offensive line, in terms of running the ball, did very well. I'm trying to think. That's pretty much on the offense. The one thing I really like the most is Mike LaFleur's schemes and his play calling, all the motions, all the deception. And this is just the preseason. So you figure in the regular season, you're going to see all kinds of really cool things. On defense, you saw some more starters. Bryce Hall and Bless Austin both played. Coach Sile said they need as many reps as possible. And he also made the point where, listen, last year, very limited OTAs, no preseason games. A lot of these guys they need a lot more reps. They just, especially the ones that were hurt. So even that applies to Morgan, too, on offense. But they want to get a lot of these guys reps, and they got them. So Austin played, Bryce Hall played. Sherwood had a rough start, missed a couple tackles. Nasruddin played too. And to me, the Jets' outside linebackers kind of struggled. They were kind of exposed with missed tackles and just bad angles. And that's something to be expected. They're new to the NFL, the speed of the game and everything else, and they're going to make a lot of mistakes. Hopefully learn from it very quickly. The defensive line, a couple guys that stuck out. Foley, Fodokasi stuck out, a lot of pressure. Bryce Huff played in the third and fourth quarter game, which I found surprising. But other than that, nothing really stuck out to me. Brandon Eccles got hurt, which isn't good. But there's a lot of competition. Joe Douglas. Coach Saleh mentioned that Javelin Guidry and Michael Carter are the favorites to play the slot corner. He loves the way they play, which is interesting news. It'll be interesting to see how they rotate all these guys out with the safeties. If they go like dime package and nickel package, who plays where. Other than that, it was just, listen, the guy of the game, relatively healthy, minus the Eccles injury. Blake Cashman tried to make some plays as well. There's a lot of competition, a lot of interesting decisions that have to be made. I think after the final cuts are made down to 53, I think there will still be roster shuffling going on because they still need a pass rusher. I wouldn't be surprised they try to add maybe a veteran corner on the outside. I think they may be a little bit concerned on the outside corners. Also, your outside linebackers. I mean, I would strongly consider KJ Wright at this point. I think you have to. I think you're going to have some really. I think opposing offenses are going to attack our linebackers with tight ends and running backs, and they could get exposed as they learn the game. Other than that, we'll see. And the tight end position too, to me, is just it's just nothing that you can be confident at all. And I understand what Yeboah did just now, at the end of the game, but I think it's a hole in the offense, to be completely honest with you. So that's my quick wrap up. I probably forgot some things, but it's late and I'm tired as hell. So as we go over things, as moves happen, we'll be sure to cover them on videos and on our live streams. We'll be live Monday and Tuesday night. We're going down to Carolina, so if you guys are going down, we have all our tailgate information in our videos. So we'll be at the game, Carolina. We'll be down for the Saturday night. We'll organize some kind of party or something like that. Or not a party, but where we can all meet up and hang out. Go to the game on Sunday. And that's it. So thanks for watching us. Preseason's over, thank God. We can just focus on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers. And that's it. Talk to you later.